Well, France 24's James Creedon is at Charles de Gaulle Airport, where that plane has now touched down, and we can speak to him now. James, what can you tell us about that flight that is now down on the ground?
Well, it landed a short while ago, Nadia. It's an A310 with not a massive capacity. There were just over 100 passengers on board. 45 of them came from Kabul. Now, a flight came into the United Arab Emirates this morning. Well, it left, it arrived at 6 a.m. in Abu Dhabi with those 45 passengers, mostly French citizens, also other citizens from what the press attaché here has been telling us is partner countries. So we can imagine that it might be other European nationals. So that there were also 60 French soldiers on board who had finished their missions elsewhere and were at that airbase and due to come back to France anyway. So 45 French and other partner nation nationals who came from Kabul and arrived into Paris just a short while ago. So that is the first flight. There was actually a flight that came in back in July when there were already warning signs that things could go the way they did in Afghanistan and in Kabul. As early as April, the French Foreign Ministry was advising French citizens to leave Afghanistan, and there was a flight that evacuated French citizens back in July. But since all of the drama of the last few days and the Taliban taking over again, this is the first flight that has come back to France now with French nationals.
And only 45 people on that flight, James, but presumably far more flights still to come.
That's right. There will be some more flights. There's going to be several more flights in the coming days with planes, A330s this time we're told, which will have a much larger capacity. So we can expect that there will be Afghan citizens as well on board those flights. Emmanuel Macron spoke of the urgency yesterday of repatriating French citizens, but also Afghans who have been in the service of France.
James Creedon for us there at Charles de Gaulle Airport. Thank you very much indeed for your reporting.